I would say that black people have been part of Britain since at least the 1500s. The black presence in this country goes back through the centuries, and it's generally accepted that the modern black community in Britain began with the arrival of Empire Windrush after the Second World War in 1948. But there is lots of evidence that black people were settling here, as I say, since the 1500s, and certainly there have been established black communities in our seaports like Liverpool and Cardiff and the East End of London since the 1800s. In this country there is a complete lack of awareness and knowledge of the black presence in this country in history, in our British history. It is a shame, because if the history was better understood, if the lives of black people in Britain and the contribution they have made to this country was better known, for example the First World War, for example the Second World War, for example I could go on all day, then hopefully people that work within television and film would acknowledge that black presence more. It's very, very, very rare it is acknowledged. And I think that's more to do with individuals who pick up on a bit of information and incorporate it into the work they're doing, and that is extremely rare. So, and the media is to blame for this, amongst other organisations and things. The media need to promote the idea of a black presence in Britain through history more and more, so that the message gets across. The publishing world in Britain is very white and very middle class, and they're very resistant to the kinds of books that people like me write. So for example, when I wanted to write a book about the black community in Britain during the home front, on the home front in the Second World War, it took me 8 years to find a publisher in Britain for that book. And then once the books are published, the media, which is very white and middle class, is also resistant to acknowledging those books. And that's terrible, because that's marginalising the subject. There is this resistance still to accepting that black people can play roles in drama, for example, that reflects their role in British history.